Sup? How's everybody doing? So, in case you don't know exactly what this is a live stream where I try to do stuff, game development, music, whatever the case is. So hi, how's it going? In case you don't know who I am, because I am essentially a nobody, I am a independent game developer, essentially by hobby, and yeah, I like to make games. Just posting about the stream, and we should be good to go. But while I'm doing that, let me ask. Oh, I've got a question. Polyscone says, "Hey, are you working on the cloud game again?" I can. Yes. Yeah. So anyway, working on the cloud game, working on the other game that I started as well. I can show that a little bit so that everyone knows that I actually am someone who has worked on stuff. Let's see. This isn't where let's see. Backups. Wait. This isn't the backup. Okay, right. This is the wrong folder. So anyway, for those who don't know exactly what this is otherwise, my computer, I basically was like, okay, let me go ahead and fix kind of a small issue that I had with my computer. It was working fine, and then that blew it into like reinstalling the operating system and stuff. So this is on Solus now, which is nice. A nice jump. But apart from that, everything's good. So, yeah, I can work on the cloud game a little bit more, or I can work on the other adventure games. I'll show a little bit of both for everyone who is not too familiar with what those games are. There we go. Okay, so that should be over here. Okay, so for the cloud game, this is what I have so far. If it comes up. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I added a little bit of something kind of interesting. Basically, the way this game plays, you control the cloud, and so I think the job of the game, or the point of the game, and I'm getting tearing. Hold on. To disable tearing, there we go. That should do it. Okay, so basically you play this cloud and your job's to go ahead and rain on stuff. I think that is going to be raining on plants mainly, which should be fine. You don't have fuel for that at the beginning of the game. What you can do is go like that and basically shock stuff. And when you shock stuff, it damages it and turns it into water. And then you can suck it up by evaporating it with your lightning. And then you can rain. That's the idea. That's the kind of the loop of gameplay when it comes to just like how you control the cloud itself. That's the general approach. Is you can shock stuff, you can suck it up, and then you can go ahead and rain. And so the game basically centers around you raining on things and shocking things. And that's basically it. Maybe I'll have like a hail button. Maybe I'll have some sort of wind button. But that's the general gameplay. Very simple. Maybe a single screen? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want the camera to move or not. But overall, this is pretty cool, I think. This is a cool start. Alright. And then also, let's see if we can get this also up and running. If this will work. So we can see what the current state of this project is. Oh, I don't have that. Okay. I'm not sure it doesn't like this. Alright, well, whatever. Anyway, so basically the current state of this game is it's working well. Still. Got message boxes, got text, got a menu. Got the ability to trigger flags, which is cool. Debug's working. Yeah. So overall, this is working pretty well. Still. Okay. So overall, this is also fun. But I think between the two, I would probably say the cloud one is like, well, this one is more polished, definitely. I feel like the cloud one, there's a lot I have to do to just get like the game feel up and at the level necessary to like really push forward. Not so free willy. I think that had me laughing last night too. Says, hello again, how's everything? Good. Thanks for asking. Everything's going well. Alright, so let's go ahead and work on this a little bit. And let's get some music, because I don't have any music going right now. Let's see, there it is. Okay. We'll just go through Not So Free Willy says, glad to see that my name still has the novelty effect and made you laugh. Yeah. Still has the novelty effect. Nehemiah Dicker says, how do you like and go for game dev? I like it fine. The only thing that I would like is... I don't really have anything I really miss too much. The only things I kind of would like is operator overloading, where you can do stuff like vector math and things just, you know, as you normally would. Being able to do stuff like, you know, there goes c dot position plus equals c dot speed, or something like that. Like if there was a speed vector and a position vector, and you could add them together because they both overloaded the, you know, like add functions. There's no such thing in Go. You can't do operator overloading, which is a little bit of a shame. That would be nice. That would be really convenient. But it's not really a bad language overall. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I was looking at hacks recently with heaps or other languages or frameworks, because it's like I'm interested in porting games to other platforms, and it seems like Hacks is like built for that, which is great. But Hacks' tooling is hard to get set up, for me at least, on my desktop. So I have to kind of work on that a little bit more. Nehemiah says, what's next, Rust? No, I don't like Rust. Like I looked into like Rust, D, and Nim, and there's a few different things I don't like about each of those. Like Rust, it seems like there's a lot, you have to write a lot to get anything done. Seems like, that's what it seemed like. Like it seems like there's a lot of like safety stuff or something, where it seems like you have to type in a lot of kind of like, this is an unsafe pointer, this is this is that, and it's like, Nim has kind of a similar thing with I think pragmas and stuff like that, where it's like you have to declare a function, and then you have like this thing, this syntax like unsafe underneath or something like that, and that's just kind of ugly to me. It's like, what is that supposed to be? Why is it there? And then what was the last one? Rust. Oh, D. D actually looks like it was a fine language. I think I just didn't like it. Kind of does everything, and I don't like that. Like it seems like D is kind of like you can be functional, you can be kind of like declarative or kind of an ordinary object-oriented programming approach, or you can do like a data. It's like they made it in such a way where it kind of can fill a whole bunch of roles, and I think I would. It works well. I like the language in terms of the way it looks and works, I think. But I feel like I would want kind of something simpler. I feel like D is kind of like a more advanced, C++ maybe, slightly. That's what kind of it felt like. Like I think it had kind of a similar package management system like Go, where you can like just go grab packages rather than having to use like download the your source or any additional third-party packages and stuff. It seems like it's pretty nice. I have to look into D a little bit more. I feel like I like that. But Go is fine. Works really well. Polyxone says, I've been using Rust lately to write an audio engine. The Rust books make it look more complicated than it is. Although it's true you have to fight that compiler for a while before you get used to it. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like I guess I don't know enough about it. I feel like it's not too, you don't really mind, it doesn't really matter too much which engine, or rather which language you use for a lot of game development, because games in general are kind of a let's go with this, hold on. Okay, let's hope this isn't too loud. Let me just see where we are here. Okay, yeah, hopefully that's not too loud. I feel like games is kind of like a not a special, like too special a not too special a like use case, because for the most part the only thing games do, even if like you make it in Go or whatever language, it's going to be calling out to like a C or C++ library probably. No, well, not probably, but it can, like with Raylib, they're C or C++, well, I guess C DLLs, and it's just bound with Go. So it's like, you know, you don't really need too much for the language. Polyxone says, as long as the language has a decent enough FFI, any language is good enough, really. Yeah, if I understand, like FFI is what you used to call C, or interface with other languages like C, or at least interface with C. So I mean, since you know SDL, SFML, Raylib, Allegro, like they all have like C or C++ bindings. Like, you know, it's not too hard to find something that works with the language that you want to use, that you want to go with. If I had to go with like a language, I probably would. I'm excited for Crystal is one. Pony, I kind of liked the look of, but yeah, Crystal is like, it basically looks like kind of Ruby but faster, which is cool. And Ruby looks. I should try Ruby one day. I haven't tried that. In other news, I try to run Sprite on my computer and it simply doesn't boot. I'm not sure why. I tried looking into it, not sure why it just simply doesn't launch. It's because it's lacking a library, but I don't know where I can get it. So I'm not sure exactly what's the recourse. Maybe I have to just download it and put it in the Sprite folder. I don't know. Okay. All right, so let's see where we're at with this. Oh, whoops. This is gonna stop, isn't it? Let's make it loop. Hold on. I'm having trouble with this. Can this not move? Maybe it can't. Okay. GNOME MPV. Oh, shift L. Okay. There we go. All right, that'll do for now. Rashad Z says, Golang gang. I used Ruby. There was a Ruby editor in RPG Maker VX Ace. Okay, yeah. So Ruby, yeah, that's kind of something that I think a couple of, what was it? A couple of RPG makers used. I think a couple of different ones used Ruby. So the current approach to this that I'm gonna do next, current thing I'm gonna do next is basically make an enemy that attacks you. That's what this little turtle guy is supposed to be. And since I don't have a sprite, I'm using Krita. Or Krita, probably Krita for this. It feels kind of weird. It's not bad, but it's not like really perfectly made for it. It's kind of strange. So this is the guy. He's a little dark, I think, on the actual. There we go. Maybe I can like. Yeah, let's try something like that. Also, this needs to be bigger because people can't see sometimes. Try that. Okay. We can collapse this. Okay. Something like that. Anyway. There. Okay. So I don't have full screen mode implemented yet. So basically, yeah, that's what this little purple guy is gonna be, is a little enemy. He's a little dark. I think he needs to be brighter. Let's see. Nehemiah says, I think GIMP is more suited for pixel art and Krita for painting. I used to use GIMP. Rashad Z says, I'm thinking about getting another Raspberry Pi. What Linux distro should I get for it? Raspberry's interface sucks. I don't know. Probably something that's really lightweight. That's about the breadth of my knowledge. I don't know too much about any alternatives, or what's the word? Or like, I don't know too much about alternatives, and I also can't be too much help with a Raspberry Pi because I just don't know too much about them. All right, that'll help. That'll help kind of make them look a little, stand out a little bit. Yeah, that's good. I think I like the way that this looks though. The cloud is just one color with the outline. So I feel like this guy should probably be one color with outline too. So let's go for maybe kind of a dark purple. That's kind of a don't touch this guy kind of thing. Okay, wait, so purple, white, okay. Also, for some reason, it's weird. It's like selecting a color. It feels like it might undo history is being like eaten up or something. Let me make sure that the history is like set as high as it can be. Maybe it's low. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just like, I just want more undo. Alright, so Let's see. People talking about stuff. Nehemiah says, ever use Non for music production? No. I've never heard of Non. I'll leave them like that. I kind of like, I mean, there's only so much I can squeeze out at such a small size. I feel like I need to do something to make them a little bit bigger. Also, I'm not sure if I should be exploding turtles like that. I mean, that feels he's a little too cute to just like blow up, but at the same time, he's a bad guy. So I don't know. Okay, this is a good little start. Okay. Let's see. Let's try. Actually, this would be better. Maybe kind of low, but maybe not. I guess we're good. Okay, I guess we'll be fine. We'll be fine like that. So basically, the idea behind this guy is that he'll have a little gun that he can shoot at you with. And when he does, if it makes contact with you, you lose water, I guess. Maybe I'll try to do the two-color thing and just have like a one-color thing and just have really simple colors. So let's try this. I'll probably have to restart Krita to actually change that. Anyway, Raz Edge says taking damage could shrink the cloud, and the size could determine how much rain you can hold or something. I was thinking that it would shrink the cloud. That's a good idea, but I didn't really think about it influencing how much rain you can hold. That sounds like a good idea. I feel like that's probably the best of both worlds on the legs there. Let's see. Oh man, I don't remember how to grab stuff. It's not any of the keys. It's like to move stuff. Oh man, I genuinely don't remember. Is it Shift M? Or is it M? No, that's mirror. Is it Control M? No. Is it? Ah shoot, I forgot. Let's see. Alright, so I've forgotten how to move things, so this is gonna be fun. Oh, there it is, T. Okay, it's T to move things. That's fine, I guess. Let's go ahead and also do this for the close. Okay, that makes it look a little bit more like there's something there. Okay. Illusion says hello. Hello, Illusion. Alright, so let's... Yeah, I need more space, so I'm gonna have to just like deal with these being in full screen. That's fine. Alright. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna work on this enemy a little bit so that he's actually something that can move around at the very least. So the sprite for him, well, and because I'm using Krita and not a sprite, I don't really remember. Not remember. I don't have the ability to do animations like I used to. So let me see if I know that Krita does have an animation ability. I'm trying to see though if I wanted to like export the animation as a. Okay, I guess I have to do it. Go ahead and enable it. But if I wanted to export animation, where is it? Timeline. If I wanted to export animation, basically, I'm sorry, I keep just like pausing, but I'm in the middle of something. I need to make a new keyframe. How do I do that? That's fine. So if we wanted to do this, and then we wanted to export this as an animation, can we? Okay, we can do an image sequence. Polygon says, I would have thought turtles would be happy to see the rain. Maybe you could convert them with a nice rain bath that changes their color. That's an interesting idea. That's genuinely an interesting idea. Maybe I'll change the enemy to something else, and turtles can be another enemy that switches around, or something like that. Alright, so I can export it as a PNG sequence, so I could do something like that. This isn't that complex. It'd be nice if this grid, like you could let's see, show grid. Okay, so I can set up the grid to be a different size. Image properties. Okay, let me see if I can set this up to do what I needed to do. Either I need to make it so that I can see like into 16ths, like basically, because this is kind of a 32 by 32, or I'm sorry, 32 by 16 sprite sheet. I could just be like, okay, well here's the first, cell, and then here's the next cell, and just do it like that. Or I can use the actual animation sequence, which I probably don't want to do, just because I feel like that's more work than it really needs to be. This is a relatively simple graphically a relatively simple game. I don't really need to make this more than it is currently. I think I'll just go ahead and proceed the way that I kind of know. But I do have an idea for some ideas of how I can kind of proceed with this a little bit more effectively when it comes to animation, because I don't have a sprite currently. So we'll basically I'll see how we can approach this animation as well as doing this. So let me see if we can set up the grid to be a little bit different, because I see that there's an option for showing the grid, but I'm trying to see how do I actually configure what that grid size is. I feel like it should be an image, but it's not. Alright, I'll have to do a quick check, because I genuinely don't know. Polyxone says, oh wait, Polyxone says sponge trees could be an environmental hazard. Maybe. He says, do you have an objective for this game in mind, or are you just making it up as you go along? I'm literally just making it up, basically. I don't have much of an idea for this. But I can come up with something, I think. I think everyone can. All together. We can come up with something together. Let's see, grid settings. Yeah, how do I change the grid? Grids and guides docker. Oh, there's a docker for grids. Okay. All right. So it's probably gonna be something like window, or I'm sorry, view. Wait. Oh, settings, dockers, grids, and guides. Okay. Here we go. So, oh. Well, that's interesting. It's hard to, it might be hard to see on your side, but basically, it's kind of splitting this up into grids here. I wonder how it determined what that is. Is it because it's... How did it determine what the grid is? It's so weird. Anyway, that's fine. It kind of guessed for the grid, so that's pretty good. We'll just go with 16 by 16. What the heck? Okay, hold on. What the heck? Why is it... There. Oh! Probably because it's... Oh, it's tied together. So if I do like that, and then I say 132... What the heck? Why is it not... Why is 16 the highest it can go? This is the weirdest thing. What? Huh? What determines the size of the grid? Like, why is it rectangle isometric? This is so weird. Like, why can't I make it a 32 pixel grid? Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save this sucker to a Krita file first. Just because I genuinely don't know what the heck this is. And then let's also, I forgot, go back to the time. Okay, yeah. Go back to the timeline and get rid of this frame. Save that. Close this. Alright. So I'm not sure exactly why the max is 8 instead of like anything useful, but that's fine. We'll just go with 8 for the X spacing, I guess. Let's reload this just in case. And over here on my other screen, I'm just gonna pull up the location. Okay, there. All right, so let's go ahead and make a snap to grid. Snap to grid doesn't work. It must be referring to something else, I guess. Alright, well, it'd be nice if it actually snapped to grid. This isn't... Yeah, I feel like GIMP would be more... I feel like I would be more used to GIMP at the very least. This is weird. It's not bad, but it's weird. I'm not used to it. I don't really need brushes. I'm more familiar with GIMP, I feel like. Yeah, I'm gonna go with GIMP. Hold on. And that'll be downloading in the background. Actually, it looks like it won't take very long at all. Anyway, so okay, our guy, little turtle guy, is exactly. Yeah, why does it like? What the heck? Where? Okay, I get it. I gotta move it over. Okay. Yeah, this is weird. All right, it's so weird. I gotta go with GIMP. It's just like I'm sure Krita is like excellent, but just I'm not used to this at all. Whatever. Yeah. All right, we'll just close out of that. Let's go ahead and pull up GIMP. Let's just pull up GIMP. That's fine. Okay. And I used to use GIMP. So it'll be nice to get back to it. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and open. All up in here. And there were some like really nice features, like in Krita, like if you zoomed in. Okay, why is the mouse wheel not zoom? That's weird. So weird. Okay, I might have to do something about that. That's just strange. Okay. Mariano Sulugoy says, "What happened to Aseprite? I have a new Linux operating system I installed. I reinstalled my operating system and it doesn't boot. Aseprite doesn't boot on this one for some reason. I have to investigate it. But in the meantime, we're dealing with something else, which means I have to set up all of my keyboard shortcuts, which fortunately won't take very long at all because I know exactly what I want and what I need them to be. Pencil, Q, bucket, W, eraser, E, grow, brush size, tool size decreased by 1, A, increased by 1, S, rectangle, select, F. That's kind of it. W. That's really kind of all I need. Yep. Yeah, that's right. R. Oh, F. Okay. And then I remember in GIMP you have to press Control-Shift-L to like lift it. Let's see if we can do something else with that. Let's say maybe Shift-F. Yeah, let's do that. F and then Shift-F. All right. Lift, or is it float? Yeah. Shift-F. We won't use float. It's fine. There we go. Very good. Better. Alright. We're gonna need colors over here. So let's go ahead and see if we got a window for palettes. It'd be nice if I could actually see the palettes. Okay. That's how. No. Oh, I get it. Okay, so this is how I can open it. And then if I click it, do I select it? Yeah. Right click? Nope. Okay. X. Yeah, okay. Cool. Alright, we good. I'm learning. Alright. Let's see if we can get the colors of the rainbow. Paint jet pastels. It doesn't look like they have any of the kind of the cool color palettes. Not built in. Okay. So what we'll do is there was one in Aseprite that was pretty good. I don't know if I can get it out of Aseprite, so I'll just use the palettes that I have, I guess. So let's see if we can open my palette set. Dawnbringer. Okay, so there's a few different ones. I'll just go with mine though. Which is, I guess, this is the most up-to-date one? Nah, that's out of date. Is this the most up-to-date one? Nope, it's the same one. Let's see. This is my most up-to-date one, I suppose. Alright, we'll make a palette out of this. Image, mode, index, generate optimum palette, I guess. And oh wait, here we go. Color map of image 19. Okay, so let's actually save this. Oh, I get it. Import palette. All right, there we go. Image. There we go. I got it. I'm on it. It's weird. How come I can't? Okay. All right. So the number of colors and the interval are both set. Okay. So columns we'll go with, I guess. I don't know why it matters here, but we'll go with 8. We'll call it so. There we go. Import. All right. There we go. We got my 59 colors. Cool. I don't have white, by the way. That's probably stupid. All right. So this is gonna be fun. Let's see. Polygon says, speaking of colors of the rainbow, have you thought about the ability to create rainbows in secret places by raining over rays of light or something? Just throwing out ideas. That sounds interesting. That actually, yeah, that actually would be an interesting idea. Let me just, hold on. Okay, so this is working. Oh, there it goes, okay. Alright, there it goes. So, how do I do a color replace? Colors, tools. Oh man, I don't remember. Alright, well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure it out. I was gonna be just like, oh, I'm not gonna do it, but I actually should figure this out. Okay, here we go. From this color to, what the heck was that? From that to this. I don't know why the colors are so dark. Let's see. It didn't do it. I guess that's not what that does. I don't know. Oh no! Oh goodness, no! This is a good. No, oh my goodness! All right, whoever like set up Control Y to be redo, I need to know like why did they do that? Like Control Shift Y, Control Shift Z is just the easier redo. Strong undo. We'll just do it, yeah, like that. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. It's just too small for I to worry about. We'll just go, we're just gonna fix it like that, actually. Hard edge, please. There we go. Alright, so I've been messing around for long enough. Let's just get going. You can do that? Alright. Alright. Image. Canvas size. Let's give ourselves some room. We're just gonna say 128. 64, that's fine. He won't be that big of a sprite. Layer to image size. Alright. That's not the grid. That's not the control. Yeah, show grid. Shift G. There we go. Image. Grid, configure grid. 16 by 16. There we go, that's better. That's not snap to grid. Good. Well, I said Shift G, Control Shift G, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Oh, Shift S, that's why I did. Okay, I was like, muscle memory. Snap to grid, Shift S. Reassign, yeah. Alright. It's not snapping the grid though. Okay, that's weird. It is set to snap the grid. Alright, let's just put that over there. Grab this guy, put him over here. And I'm not sure if I can do this. I'm not sure if I can. I really want mouse wheel to zoom. I don't know if I can at all do that. Because this mouse wheel to scroll up and down is weird. Not sure if I can do that at all. No idea if I can do it like this. We'll see if I can. Oh, it works. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Perfect. Alright, cool. So yeah, let's just do this. We're just gonna go, oh yeah, we could do a little thing there, make him look a little more... Look at the suspicious turtle. He's like, alright. We'll go with this. Well, I like this design, this little guy. Alright, so he moves up and down. Let's just do this real quick. There. Alright, so this is the turtle. So when we go back over here and we build, now we have all that sprite sheet. We really only need the first little bit, so we're gonna change how we draw this. We'll use a rectangle for this. And this is like the most annoying thing. For whatever reason, my autocomplete isn't working correctly. Like I can go ahead and it autocompletes the package. It autocompletes the function, both signature and the name. But once I type in the parentheses, it just doesn't do anything from that point. It's like it can't find it, which is really weird because it obviously can, because it can get the name. Like it knows the name and also what it expects, but for whatever reason, it just like doesn't know beyond that. So what I'm gonna do, because I either have to pull up the quick guide or like I kind of want to know what this is. I'm gonna try to like go get the file, like go just pull it up and see what happens. Source GitHub. I don't remember what I don't remember who makes it. Where it is? Gentoo Brain. There it is. Raylib Go. Raylib. And we're looking for Raylib. Okay, so let's see if that does anything. Nope. Still has no idea. I'm not sure why it's not working correctly. Alright, well, whatever. Texture rec. It's not in here. Fine, let me just bring up let me just pull up the thing. Alright, let me just pull up a window here. Okay, there's the cheat sheet on my left right-hand image. Draw texture rec. Okay, so we have the texture. We have the source rectangle. We have the destination rectangle, and then we have the origin, which can be just a new vector. And then we have rotation and color. What's the issue? Too many arguments? Oh, this is pro. Okay. Yeah, do I need the origin? No. Do I need the rotation? No. Okay, so I'll just use rec, and then I don't need this and this. There we go. Can't use dest as type vector 2. Oh, it's just a position. Okay. Alright, that's fine. So we'll just use a vector. We don't need dest. We'll just go ahead and put t.position. There we go. Alright, so now 0, 0, 16, 16. We'll just be stupid and short right now, because we don't care. It's not working. Why isn't it working? Let's see. Oh, it's because we have this up here. Alright, there he is. Cool. Now, I have to do an actual animation thing. How I'm going to do that is... we're going to have to make it, I guess. I don't really have any other ideas, so let's do it. Animation. Because my animation system currently relies on Sprite, which I can't get running. So either I basically figure out how to like handwrite JSON like this. That ain't gonna happen. Or I can go ahead and make a class that basically allows for some simple basic animations, which honestly I can kind of grab some of, or even a lot of, from the Sprite system I made, because it's pretty similar. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and grab, if we go into the cloud, there's an Sprite in there. Let's go ahead and go there. Okay, this is all of it, so we're just gonna copy this. Alright, looks like it might be back up and running. Okay, not sure if this is going to come through right or not. Yep. And it crashed. Okay. For the past few minutes. Okay. So, hi. If you're reading this or hearing this, seeing this, yeah, sometimes my internet cuts out if something happens in our house. There's something very specific, and it happens very reliably. If the microwave's on, it just dies. Connection just dies. I have no control over it. Sorry. So if you're still watching it, I'll continue. Yeah, it looks like the connection's better. So hopefully no one else will microwave anything. Alright. Let's get back to it. So an animation is just a progression of numbers, right? So ideally we want to separate out what it is, because we don't really need the sprite itself to be an animated sprite. We could just make animation a concept that changes the sprite's position, right? Does that make sense? Or, well, I guess the best way to approach it would be to give an array of numbers, integers, to represent frames, right? And then we can just move along it, 0, 1, 2, like that, 0, 1, 0, 2, something like that, right? So we can reuse it, and we can also iterate across, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe like that. So let's try that. So yeah, animations.go. What happened to animations.go? Alright. So let's go ahead and try that. So this is going to be a animation. It's going to be a struct. And it's going to be a, it's going to have a list of data, which is a list of integers. Also, this is going to be in the main. Oh, what? Why is this? Oh, why am I in this folder? That's weird. I should be in this folder. Yeah, let's go ahead. That's weird. I'm not in the right folder. Okay. All right, now we're in the right folder. All right, so yeah. So an animation is going to have a list of data that basically is going to step through. It's going to have a frame, which is an integer. It's going to have a direction. It's going to have a speed. It's going to have a, that's about it. I guess really this, it's not going to have a speed. It's not going to have a direction. It's just going to have a data. That's an animation. And then we have the animation player, which has a list of animations. I guess it'd actually be a map of string names to animation, and then it would also have a play frame, and then it would also have a speed, and then also have a direction, something like that. So that's fine. So we'll just give a func that says new animation player, returns an animation player, a animation player, return a. Okay. Return the player A. Yeah. Let's see here. Do we need? Let's see. Do we need? I'm trying to see. Do we need the animation player? Do we need a function to make a new animation player? I guess we do. Yeah. Okay. So then we also have a function that we can call on the animation player. We'll say P or AP. Animation player. This is going to be called update. It's going to take a delta. And yeah, that's it. So I guess the frame actually, we'll say frame counter. Alright, so the idea is that basically frame counter gets added to by DT, and then the frame is basically the rounded off frame counter. I think that's the idea. we want to round that off and also place it back into an integer box. Alright, so that's the general gist of it. If ap.frame counter is greater than length, let's see, current animation is a pointer to an animation greater than the length of ap.animate current animation.data ap.frame counter equals 0. Okay, so this is the general idea. I didn't like this because it's a float 32 and an int. Okay, I guess we'll do this. Alright, something like that. ap.direction is greater than 0 and then the other direction is less than 0 and anything like this less than 0. Then we want it to be length ap.current animation.data -1. Okay, I think that this should basically work. This is just kind of a general approach to things though. Alright. That's more or less it. Let's make a new animation function that returns basically a pointer to an animation. Or no, wait, we won't do that. We'll make it on the thing itself. So this runs on the animation player, because we probably won't need to share animations between animation players. I'll have a name, and then I'll have the data, which is an int thing. We'll say ap.animations name equals data. Doesn't like that because let's type animation. Oh, animation. Yeah. Something like that. So then the animation itself doesn't really need to be there, right? Because the animation, well, I guess we'll do this. You know what? I was gonna say like we could just replace the struct with just the data integer, but we can do this because that way we can actually have something to expand later. For example, maybe if we want to add tags on animations, or if we want to do something special with animations, we can do that kind of stuff. So this is fine. So this is defining a new animation on the animation player, and that's about it. We'll add another function to play an animation. ap.frame equals 0, ap.frame counter equals 0, ap.current animation equals ap.animations animation name. We need to get a pointer. Alright, why didn't that work? Can't take the address. Why not? Alright, here's what I'm going to do. This is going to be a map of strings to animation pointers. That would just do that. There we go. Let's see, Polyscone says, right now you have ap.frameCounter plus equal dt, but for the reverse direction, do you not need a minus version of 2? You're right. So we'll say dt times ap.speed. Speed can be a float 32, naturally. Alright, so this is a general idea for an animation process. We can try it out real quick. I kind of would like now an animated sprite, like specifically because, but I mean, there's not really a huge reason to do that. I guess I don't know. Maybe I don't know. That it is kind of like a nice thing. I might make it just an animated sprite. Yeah, I guess I will. Okay. I guess I will. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay, we can do it. We can do it. We can get to it. I think I got it. Animated sprite struct has an animation player instance, and then also a texture, a source texture, and then a source rect. Alright, so this will be an animated sprite, so This will work. All right, I think we'll. I think we're. I think. I think. I think. Shoot. Oh man. Okay. I think this will work. I think I'm just like I'm pausing so hard. Okay. Funk. New animated sprite. Returns an animated sprite. Return AM. AS rather. AS cool. Animated sprite. Pointer. Okay, so I think this should generally work. We can close some of this other stuff too. We only really need the enemy right now. Okay. So the current idea that I have for this, because basically I have an animation player, and then I also have a sprite on the destructible object itself, which I don't really need because I can have an animated sprite. So what do I want to do? Well, let's rename this to texture. That's fine. There we go. All right, let's save the animated sprite for later because I don't know if I actually want to do it that way or not. I'll have to figure that out. So let's just go with the animation player for now. If we need to, if we can kind of push it together. Okay, so t.animationPlayer equals new animation player. This is going to be a pointer to an animation player, which actually we don't need to do because an animation player itself is basically kind of a one-shot thing. It's going to exist in this one enemy. You're not going to share animations really, or at least I'm not. So that's fine. We can just make it simple struct basically. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now what we're gonna do. Let's test this out. fmt.println t.animationPlayer. Okay, so we have some functions here. All right, so we have to call update on this basically to update the animation player. So t.animationPlayer.update dt, and then fmt.println t.animationPlayer.frame. Okay, and then let's also define a new animation here. We'll call this walk, and this will be an int, which is going to be 0, 1, 0, or 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and then 0. That's fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and actually try this out and see what happens. It crashes because of some reason. Assignment to entry nil map. Oh, my mistake. Alright, so let's go over here. Let's put this over here. Animation player needs to actually create that. So a.animations equals make map string animation 0. There we go. Alright, now it's working. Okay, 0. Cool. So now t.animationPlayer.update. Okay, we got the frame. Actually, let's leave that alone. Let's go to the world, just so that we only have one enemy, so that I can just like make sure that this is working right, rather than two like I had previously. Alright, so this should be updating. Let's see, I'm gonna have to define the frame rate too. There we go. Let's do that. So that when we come up here and we say we want a new animation, we want the frame rate. It should be just a general int. FPS, that can be in there. Up here we can say FPS is int. There we go. Okay, so now when we go ahead and say play, set the current animation and then frame plus equal dt. Okay, so now this will be 1/60th. So 1 over. Let's see. Okay, hold on. So dt is going to be 1/60th, right? Basically, every frame is going to be a 60th. Oh, let's do it like this. If the FPS were 1, then that means that we want this to advance by dt. If the FPS were 2, we want it to advance by 1 over dt, right? Like 1 over dt, FPS over dt? Maybe that's what it is. Because it's 60 divided by dt, no. 1 over, hold on. This is a really basic math, I don't know, or pretty basic math. We want it to advance by 1x, right? So let's say it was 1 over ap dot current animation dot fps, right? So basically 1 over 1, that's dt times 1 over the fps, so 1 over 60 times, oh geez, why am I having trouble with this? dt is I've done this before. I don't know why I'm like hedging here. All right, so 1 divided by the frame rate is going to be a 60th. If we want that to be 1 second, then we need to do nothing. If we want that to be 60 times, then we need to This is kind of sad. I can do this. All right, I can do this. All right. Let's just go with this. Let's just go with this for now, and then what was that? Go with this for now. It's weird. Is it not updating? This is actually like really simple, I think. Okay, it is updating. I don't know why it's. Why is that going to be? What's DT? DT should be passed in, yeah. So what's AP dot frame count? That's so weird. Why is it 0? Oh, because AP dot speed is 1. Okay, that's right. That's right. A dot speed is 1. Okay, there. 3. 4, 5. Okay, so the frames are advancing. Afix Entertainment says SolarLune, if you want it to be 60 times a second, divide by 1,000. No. Basically, currently the DT is 1 over the amount of time between the last frame and the current frame. So that's basically, if this is running at 60 times a second, each DT is 1 frame. It's a 60th of a second. So what I need to do is do something with DT to basically make it so that if the FPS is 1, it's doing what it does now. If the FPS is 2, it does twice what it does now. So times ap.fps. Let's try that. It didn't like that. Why? Oh, FPS is int. Okay, that's right. Okay, let's try that real quick. Doesn't like that. If ap.current animation is not equal to nil. There we go. That should help. Animation player.play. Okay, so now it's. Yeah, I think that's right. Wait, no. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, so if, let's say the FPS was 1. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Okay. I don't know why I was having so much trouble with this. And then if I say the FPS was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. That's working. So that's working fine. We just have to make it so that it loops around right. Greater than length. Current animation data. Okay, so what's the length of it? Because this should be basically looping around as it should be. It should be looping around as it stands, rather. I'm sorry, Cameron Tran says hi. Hi. Alright, that's definitely the data. So what's the length here? 6. Okay, so why? Oh, if direction is. Oh, direction. Okay. Alright, we should just do it like this. Speed 1. Direction 1. Okay, so speed is 1, direction is 1. Apart from that, we don't need anything else. Alright, that's fine. So we got the speed, we got the direction of the frame, and frame counter can both be 0. Current animation can be nil. Animations can be a blank map. That's fine. Okay, we're good. Actually, we can do it like this. Animations. There we go. There we go. Okay, this is kind of working, but you see how it basically it's only 0 for like a little bit of time. It's 6 for a lot longer. Because it's rounding off, that's why. It needs to, where is it? It's not round, it should be floor. Let's try that. Let's try that. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let me actually make it a little easier to see if this is working correctly by just going down to 1 frame per second. 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000, 4, 1000, 5, 1000, 6, 1000, 7, 1000, 8, 1000, 1, 1000. Alright, cool. So it's working. Alright, and then what we'll do is just add a function that gives us the number back. So we can just say func AP animation player get index returns an int. Say return ap.current_animation.data ap.current frame, and that's it. Alright, so now what we'd say is t.animationPlayer.get index should give us basically like 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. It crashed. It crashed. Excellent. Alright, so what we'll do, let's make this happen a little bit faster so that we can actually see if it's gonna like, there we go. 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's working right. So it is like the time is right. It's spinning 1 frame on each of these. That's good. Now what we just have to do though is figure out why it's crashing. So let's go ahead and go to update because that's where everything's basically happening. It's not too much though. Alright, so I'm guessing it's just index out of range. Okay, so it's just ap.frame just is too high. That's what's going on. This needs to be equal. There we go. There we go. 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2. Yeah, that's working. So we're good. Aphex Entertainment says, SolarLune, I was recently put in charge of a game dev community. Would you be down for an interview? I'd love to feature it on the website we're building. Yeah, I guess so, sure. Sure, feel free to let me know. I'd be interested in having an interview, I think. And yeah, I think I would love to do it. Thank you. Please do. Alright, so we're good. All we gotta do at this stage is just do like this, source.x equals t.animationPlayer.getIndex times source.width. It doesn't like that because it's a float. Let's see. It doesn't like that because it's not a float. Alright. T.sprite. Oh, T.texture. There we go. Alright, let's see if that works. Hey, he's animating. Look at him go. Die! Alright. I'm sorry. That was a little much. That was a little much. Oh, the poor little guy. Look at him try. Look at him try so hard. He's going. He's really gonna. The one raindrop. The saddest raindrop. It's mine now. Okay, this is pretty cool. So that little dude's animating. So the only real addition that like the animated sprite would do is just do this. It would just give you a rectangle back. That's really all that it would kind of do for you. I guess also draw. It might also draw. The thing is, though, I kind of want to leave that to me to determine, or the user in this case to determine, like how to draw the texture later. Like, or maybe I could like add that in there. Basically, it's an animated sprite, but you don't have to draw it that way if we just leave it, you know, so that you can get in there. I guess that's fine. If it was just like that, then you could grab the texture and draw it the way you want it, if you didn't want to draw it this way. So then you'd have to pass a position, which would be this, and also, yeah, I guess the tint color. Because this is kind of ugly, this bit. That's not like the most attractive bit of code, but that's fine, I guess. It's working. Look at him go. That's the most important thing. So anyway, because then once you do that, then you have to like add flipping and stuff. Although that is useful. I don't know. I'll come back to it later and determine if I want to do anything with it. Sigh. I kind of want to do something with it. I guess I'll. I'm trying to see like do I really want to make this more complex. It's fine. This is fine. It's working fine. All right. So we have our little guy. He's animating, which is cool. He's animating at a cool little rate. Let's actually test this out. If we kind of change some things around, we say if raylib.key down, just key down. raylib.key a, we'll say, t.animationplayer.speed equals -1, or we'll say 0.1. So let's see if he actually gets slower. Okay, it does. It actually works. Cool. So this is a really simple animation player. This is a really simple sprite system. You got like. Okay, just make sure that I didn't lose the internet connection. You got like nothing. It's like this is it. Like this is all that you really have, which is pretty crazy. In reality, this is not the right way to do it. In that, if you surpass the length of the animation, it should basically kick it forward by the amount remaining. So it should be the length of the data minus the current frame counter. So I guess it would be minus the length, yeah, like that. And that should be like that. There we go. So basically, if like the frame counter's on like let's say the animation's 4 frames long, right? So it's like 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. If the frame counter's on like, we'll say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.1, then it shouldn't go back to 0. It should go back to 0.1 on the next frame, right? Because it surpassed. It's because otherwise you're losing time. You might lose like a frame or two, and then it should be the other way, where it just goes. If it's -0, it should be the length. It should be plus equal. Yeah, something like that. That's pretty close, I think, to the way it should be. Still should be working fine. All right. These kind of look like tombstones now that I think about it. Okay, so let's get the enemy. He's too cute. I can't do it to this. I can't do it to him like that. He's gotta be meaner. I don't know why the select doesn't snap anymore. Or oh wait, does it snap? But it's just like I think I read something about snapping. Hold on. Snapping distance. Let's say it was 80. There we go. Okay, so it is, yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and change that from 8 to something else. We'll have it be maybe 20. That's probably okay. Yeah, snaps a little bit. That's not bad. I think it could be a little better. We'll say 40. Alright, so this is going pretty well. yeah, that's not bad whatsoever. All right, so this is him running. Okay, you can actually just do something kind of cute right there. Really simple. That's distracting, never mind. It looks weird. Maybe I could do something like that. Nah, we're good. Let's go ahead and actually fix something, because something that's bothering me is having to press control to pick color pick. That's kind of weird. I think it's in preferences, input controllers, mouse. Oh, what? Well, I ain't really got too many options here. Alright, I guess I can't do what I'm thinking of. Anyway, that's fine. Okay, so we have a little enemy, so to speak, that we can kind of do stuff to. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. Hold on. So, destructible when it gets shocked. This is what happens. And we're just going to do the same thing for the enemy here. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and work a little bit more on the how of the game, I guess. It feels pretty good. It's fun, but I feel like I don't really know what I'm doing with it. Like, what's the goal? I like the idea of controlling the cloud. I like the shocking. Shocking is interesting. It's fun. It looks cool. But I'm not sure if I really like the kind of the idea of the game. So you can rain and you can shock. So I guess the question is, how much fun can I get out of that concept of shocking and raining? Let's see. Something I wanted to fix was the cloud. There we go, that's better. A little bit better. Let's see. Cam's X Legendary says can do linked damage. I'm not sure what you mean. Can what do linked damage? Stepa says can be something like lemmings. That's an idea. So maybe like the turtles like rain, we'll say. So your goal is to like lead them? Like I really just like the shock. Like I really just like shocking things. Raining is cool too. So what if I just gave the player something to shock? Let's just do that. Let's make it so that this enemy kind of moves around the screen a little bit. Give myself some ideas. So the way that this is going to work, CamsX says, Afix and CamsX, well, Afix says, I think he means chain lightning. CamsX says, the lightning can do a chain, yes. I'm not sure what you mean by chain lightning. Oh, I see what you mean. Like, you can shock and hit other things. I wanted to add a face to it. That's something else I forgot. Like I'm seeing this. Yeah, I'm seeing my snap it. Let's turn that off. Let's try that. I'm seeing like my desktop kind of distort in OBS. It looks like it's kind of like looking a little weird. I don't know. CamsX says a face. Yeah, I wanted to add a face. No, I don't want transparency. Okay. What is this grid? Okay. This grid, dude. What's up with this grid? Preferences. Set the default grid to be something sensible like 16 by 16, not 10 by 10. What the heck is that? Alright. Let's see, does it ever get... Let's see, you would be able to see his face there? Yeah, I guess. Okay. Yeah, okay, you would see his face. Alright. That should be good, I think. Okay, so this should work. It's not working because I don't know what I'm doing. It's like I am an idiot and a half. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Seriously. Is it running? It should be running. Oh, it's only running while. Okay, that's why it's not working. Okay. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba. Still not right, but that's close. Alright. Wrong, I need negative. Alright, this should work. Better. Already better. The face makes it a game, man. The face makes it a game. All right, I'm gonna need different faces. I'm gonna need different faces for different states. Let's see. What about like I'm thinking like if he's raining, then maybe he's sad or maybe he's embarrassed. I don't know. No, I don't. It's not okay. Alright. We go. Now we can actually do something kind of fancy. Let's see. We'll just do something like. Yeah, we'll do something just real simple like this. If c.lightning source.x plus equals 6. We'll just do like the source dot. Okay. If c.rain source.x okay, that should be. This isn't. Oh, whoops. It doesn't like that. There, it wants it there. Okay, we're good. This should give us a nice little face. What the? All right, this is better than anticipated.
Oh, look at the little turtle. Oh, look at the little turtle. Look at him try so hard.
It's like it's such a horrible face. That's good. This is good. This is a lot better. This is a lot better as it stands. I want to play this game. I like the cloud. Okay, this is like surprisingly better. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Something I'm gonna do because I don't like the raindrop. The way that works, we're just gonna do like this: p.position.x plus equal ran.flow32 times 2 4 or minus 2 plus. I'm just adding a little bit of variance to where the puddles end up because it's really kind of distracting the way that it looks right now, and that should be enough, I think. There we go. That's better. There we go. That's, yeah, way better. More natural. The only thing is the cloud puffs aren't like giving enough room for the face. Let's go ahead and do something about that. Cloud. Let's give it a little more room for the cloud positions. Where do I do that? Where do I set that? Where do I see positions? Okay. 6, 20, 7. Let's try that. I think I need more puff. There we go. It's just like... I like this. This is better and better. Okay. Wait a second. Stepa says this can be a 10 out of 10 puzzle game, man. Maybe so. A puzzle game. That might be better, because that way I have an idea. Yeah, maybe maybe I just need a goal. I think that's what I need, is just a goal to kind of like give me some kind of like a way forward. A goal might be good. So if I had a goal, I like the turtle a lot. I think that the turtle is just so dang cute. He needs to be a good guy. He needs to be a good guy. Let's make him green, just to make him stand out a little bit more. He can actually stay purple. That's fine. His shell and stuff can stay purple. That's better. So the goal is to get the little turtle to something. The game itself isn't huge, so let's say we had a border around here. Let's see. So your goal is to basically help the turtle out and get him to a specific location. You can shock stuff, or maybe the goal is just to like rain on the turtles. I don't know. Oh no! I killed the turtle. All right, the turtle's too nice. Let's replace this with we'll name this. Can I name it just like that? Double click? No. Okay. Rename. Turtle. So the turtle is a thing. The turtle is a good guy. New turtle. Turtle's he's just too good. Okay, so this isn't... Oh, I'm in the wrong location on my hard drive. Let's see. Polyscone says you could lead the turtle to a pond. They give coins. I like the action gameplay though. I don't know if I want it to be super... Well, okay, so I started this game... Oh, oops, actually didn't need to do that. We don't need that though. Okay. So yeah, I started this game under the kind of impression / idea of like just being a game about pure mechanics. So it's just like kind of a game in as simple terms as you can get, where it's just like you just walk around, not walk around your cloud, but you don't, there's not like a huge story or anything. It's just a fun game. So with that in mind, I probably should aim for something that's just kind of simple. So when you think of a game like Pac-Man, the reason why it's so nice, such a good fun game, also the turtle isn't appearing anymore. Let me see. What did I do? Oh, it's because this enemy, right. Let's go back to the world. This makes that more turtles spawn and they're not enemies anymore. Yay. Alright, we can still kill turtles. Let's turn that functionality off. You're not supposed to be able to kill turtles. It's not the way that we weren't supposed to kill turtles. Alright, that's better. Now you can't. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, we don't want. You can't. Well, alright, he might take damage, but not from clouds. We'll leave that alone. Okay. Alright, so the turtles are alive. They're fine. So we can shock things to turn them into water, which we can use to rain. So maybe the goal is just to rain on all the turtles. So basically you're 4 turtles. Your goal is to rain on turtles, and you're trying to basically destroy other things. CamZX says, okay, the turtles can do things like open doors. But I'm a cloud. Why would I can't get through doors? What if I can't get through, let's see, what can't I get through? What can't a cloud get through? Just walls? The turtle can open doors? Maybe if they were huge, but then how does the turtle open a huge door? I have to do something with these puddles drawing. They have to be on the bottom layer. Alright, here's what we're gonna do for sorting stuff. We gotta add a sorting system, I guess. So here's what we're gonna do, because that's actually something I need to do. Yeah, gotta sort these by their depth. So we're gonna actually do this. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot. Somebody asked, like, do you predict generics coming to Go? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, because Go is an inherently kind of specific language in that there's no generics. I don't feel like they could really add it without kind of changing the fundamentals of the language. Because if you have generics, then a lot of stuff kind of goes out the window. Like if you have generics, then you almost don't need. Well, I don't know. I feel like they could add generics, but I don't think that they really need to. I haven't really run into something where I need generics, I don't think. Anyway, let me try doing this. So, where are we? I need to go to the world, I think. Yeah, in the world at the top. Here we go. So, get depth. And that's going to return a float 32. Or no, int. So, basic. Yeah, it doesn't like that anymore because these aren't depths. Update, draw. Alright, we'll just use this as a placeholder for now. Enemy. Oops. Oh, it's because that's right. Okay. Alright, so I think I got everything. Why is this thing here? What's wrong? It doesn't like puddles? Okay. Alright, we're better. Alright, so basically, now that we have a depth property, we can basically, hopefully, have things, give things different depth depending on where they physically are in the game world. So puddles, by nature, are very far back. So what we'll do then is when we go to the world to actually draw this stuff, we can actually hopefully sort this. So drawables equals w.objects, which by nature is a reference to the same class. Okay, yeah, so this might be better. That should make a copy. Okay, so now what we gotta do is just sort this. So sort dot enter sort dot sort sort dot, there's a function for this. Sort dot slice. Drawables less func. Okay, so func ij int bool return true. Alright, there we go. So now we can loop through drawables. So we just say if drawables I dot get depth is less than, I guess we could just say return drawables I get depth is less than drawables j dot get depth. That's not gonna work because oh, okay. Oh, shoot. That's right. Is there anything in here that is not a game object? Why aren't these game objects? It's weird. I have this set up in such a way that this is, like, none of these are game objects. It's weird. Polyxcone says you... Oh. No, Polyxcone was right. Well, I can't, like, none of these are game objects, which is strange. I have to see why did I do it like this instead of just making it so that they're game objects. Pointers to, I guess, pointers to game objects. New, let's see, can't use plant as type game object to pin. Game object is pointed to interface, not interface. Okay. Oh, I don't. Yeah, that's, I don't, you don't actually use this, that's fine. Okay. Where to? Non-interface type game object. Okay. Let's just like, let's just kind of like smush this a little bit. Can't use object as type. Can't use object type game object as type. Pointer to game object. Okay, well why don't I just do like this then? It doesn't like that at all. Let's see. Doesn't like this. Invalid type. Non-interface type game object on left. Oh, no. Because it's a pointer to a game object on the left, and this is not non-interface type. I don't. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I got it. I got it. I know why I did it this way. Okay, we're good. All right, so I still need to sort these though. Here's what I can do. This is gonna be like jank, but I'm gonna try it. GOI equals can you do that? Oh wait. Okay, let me say if. We'll just go with A and B. So the idea is that I basically have to convert these to game objects because it's a list of just things. They're not game objects specifically. That's why I have to do this. Okay, so return GOA.getDepth is less than GOB.getDepth. Else return false. Oh, I don't have to do that. Return false. Yo, let's see if this works. Alright, I can't tell if I can't tell if it's working. Let's blow this up. Blow that up. Blow this up. It's not working right unless maybe. No, I don't think so. Let's see. Working? Let's try that. Yeah, okay, no, wait. Wait. Why isn't it working when we don't have puddles? Okay, so I have lots of drawables in here. I got the cloud. Or no, that's not the cloud. That's something else. I think that's the plant. I have a plant? Why do I have a plant in here? Get the plant out of here. That was the idea. I was gonna draw on wearing on a plant. I started to implement that and then fell asleep in it. Let's see. Alright, so... Oh, was the plant messing stuff up? That's weird. Shouldn't have been. Yo, it's working. Alright, so I had something that basically wasn't a game object, so why did that break the drawing function, the sorting function? That's the real question. Yeah, it just breaks it. Let's see. Yeah, it just straight up breaks it. Why does it break it? It breaks it because it's comparing things that aren't drawables and returning false. Oh, okay. So all right. Let's try that. Because basically one of the objects. There we go. That's what we need to do. This is crazy, but basically we need to cast our list of objects. First of all, we need to make a copy of the list of objects because we're going to sort them. Then we gotta go ahead and after when we sort them, we have to convert the objects themselves to game objects because we don't know. It might be something more. They're going to be more specific things. So it might be, we'll say, you know, the turtle. It might be a puddle. It might be, you know, whatever the case is. So we convert it to a game object so that we can see if they have get depth functions. Because what's in there is basically, it could not be a game object. Well, yeah. It could. I mean, it could be anything essentially. If it's not a game object, because the plant does not have the necessary functions to be a game object, which is actually a mistake because I didn't mean to have a plant. So let's go ahead and fix both the plant. That's the first step. Oh, that's the real problem. Now that I think about it, this is bad. This is like real jank. Basically, you're not supposed to. I'm not supposed to directly add something to the game world like that. All right, that's really what it is. So I could just leave it like this. Like I don't have to have the rest really, like, because everything that's in the list should be game objects. Anyway, this is working. So now we actually have like the ability to rain under things properly. There we go. Alright, I feel a kinship. I feel a unique kinship towards these turtles now. I need to save them somehow. I need to. They must be saved. From what? I don't know. But I have to figure out exactly how I can save them and help them. So maybe the goal of the game is just to rain on the turtles, and everything else is trying to stop you from doing that. And you're just like, okay, well, let me just go. At the beginning, you're just like, okay, let me shock this to get some water, and then go ahead and rain on the turtles. And then by the end of the game, it's like everyone and everything's out to get you, and you're just like trying to get the last little bit of water over to rain on the turtles. Yeah, okay. So it's just purely about the turtles. I mean, they're just so dang cute. That's really what it boils down to. They try so hard. We got to do something about them to make them look a little cuter somehow. I'm thinking that like you gotta like. I have a strong sense of responsibility. Okay, toward these turtles. Let's see. Polyscone says, maybe the baby turtles that are trying to run to the ocean after hatching. Then you can shock birds that try to eat them. That sounds really good. I like that. I really like that. Let's do that. I think that actually is something that I need to play. So the goal is to get to the ocean. That's perfect, dude. That sounds really simple, and that gives a definite goal. It's not about you; it's about the turtles, and they're just gonna like walk either on a path or just walk kind of in a fixed direction toward safety, essentially. So the birds then can be these kind of. Well, I need to use white too. I got a tablet recently and I am not using it. Let me actually break that sucker out. Where's the rest of it? Oh no. Oops. Where's okay. Also, I meant to change the music, but this is I'm running on like the end of this stream, so this is just. I mean, I guess I could change the music. It's not too late. Do. I'm sorry, I'm getting too into it. Alright, so, let's see, where's the rest of this? Where's the cord? Where's the cord for this? Is it this? Is this the cord? It feels kind of like the cord. It feels considerably like the cord. This is to the pin that's in my lap. Never mind. What about this? Is this the cord? Feels like it could be the cord. Feels like it is. Huzzah! I said huzzah! Alright, there we go. And we are in business. Alright. This is gonna be a little weird. Yeah, this ain't bad though. Alright, yeah, this is doable. Polyscone says, not sure what you can use the rain for in that case, though. Maybe it creates puddles that turtles can take shelter in. Maybe so. Maybe so. Oh, I got it. There we go. Actually, I don't know if the bird will ever really be on the ground, so I'm not sure if that makes sense to draw him like that. Stepa says, it's a Wacom? Nope, it is a cheap knockoff. It's a Ugi, U-G-E. Yeah, it's definitively not a Wacom. Oh, what the heck? I didn't zoom out like that. Alright, let's see. Seba says, but it's really better than a mouse. I think so. I needed probably a mouse pad. My mouse is kind of like, it's a new mouse, but it's not really that comfortable to use. That like, it's not super easy to use. I don't think I'm doing this right. Oh, D is black and white? Why? I need a means of selecting easily. Wait, which one is the one that like grabs? Is this funny? Fuzzy select, twice select. Okay. Okay, Control F is color exchange. Let's do this. F R. Yeah, we'll make that R. Yeah, let's try this again. I need to get the base of him a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, I need to draw more full shapes. Yeah, he needs to look dangerous. Let's see. I like the shape, but I gotta work a little bit more on it. Let's see. Kinda looks like Ridley. I think I need to make the canvas size a little bit bigger. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so if we look at the aesthetics of the game, like, all the stuff that's all, like, you're surrounded in white. The other things, destructible objects might be surrounded in white or yellow. The turtles are white. I think that either the enemy should be surrounded in white, or they should be surrounded in some other color. So let's go with white for now, I guess. But I feel like it would probably be better to surround them in something else, to really indicate that they're an enemy, they're not to be kind of messed with. That's pretty good, I think. I feel like that's a pretty solid looking enemy. That's a move tool, right? Let me see. I feel like there's a move tool somewhere around here. Yeah, okay, there is. Okay, and yeah, I can just move it. Alright. We're gonna move that, put down the V key. There we go. Better. Oh, what did I? Oh no, that's not what I wanted. No, no! Alright. It'd be kind of interesting. I just had a thought a couple of seconds ago. It'd be kind of interesting if, like, there was a couple of different variants of these that behave this exact same way, but like had just different build patterns, just kind of like as a cool little feature, cool little kind of detail. Yeah, like just small little kind of different effects, different beaks and things like that. And it's like, oh wow, that's, you know, they have like different markings. But yeah, that's cool. Alright, so I think we got a definite way forward for this. So basically, you're going to control this guy, big fella, whose job is to make sure that all of the turtles get home safe. Alright, this is cool. This is cool. I'm gonna keep working on this. And I'm getting, yeah, okay. Alright, this is, I'm getting hyped. I'm getting a little bit hyped. Alright, well, this was productive. This was a productive stream. I think this is gonna be the end, just because I've been at it for a couple hours now, and I think that's probably good to go ahead and sign off. Hopefully next time I'll be better set up and ready to make some stuff. But if you came through, thank you very much for coming through. It's always fun to interact with people in the chat, and if possible, let's do it again next time. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I've been SolarLune. It's been a real fun time, and if you want to support me, please feel free to go ahead and check out my Steam page, itch, Twitter, not Twitter, Steam page, itch, .io page, Bandcamp, all that stuff. Check my description in for this video, and there's links there. You can check out the stuff I've made. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching. I've been SolarLune, and it's been a fun time streaming. See ya!